Hey everybody, what's up? I just want to talk about one of the best, probably the best, inventory tracking, expense tracking, profit tracking, tax tracking software that resellers can use on the market today. Let's go.
When you need someone you to talk to, I will be there to give you help. Please change your mind, well easy. Negativity is not an option. When you need someone you to talk to, I will be there to give you.
Everybody, this is Gary D for DIY Dollar Bills, where I talk about online e-commerce, more in the lines of reselling on eBay and some other marketplaces. All right, so it's been a month since I've been on, as you can see, for those who follow my channel. By the way, my channel is approaching 600 subscribers. It was at I got to think 100 something subscribers since I've last been on. Guys, just on a side note real quick, my Amazon ungating videos, you do not have to pay for guides anywhere. I've got them step by step. I have a playlist. If you go to my regular front page, it is my playlist. I have a 1 hour long video of ungating and everything on Amazon. All right, but back to this, we're going to talk about My Reseller Genie. As you can see on the screen here, this is what I've been using for quite a while. A real quick accounting of my dealings with My Reseller Genie, made by a great couple, Paul and Faith. Paul is an accountant, it seems, I believe, and Faith is a reseller. This is a perfect combination. I mean, I even asked one kind of side question to them, just doesn't have anything to do with the software, and they promptly answered me. I want to start off by saying, one, I use several pieces of software over all the course of each part of my business. This is the best customer service that I've ever seen. Ask a question, get an answer. And it's not just getting an answer fast, it's getting an answer accurately. And they make sure that you get that you get the answer correct. They make sure that you understand what they're saying. It's pretty good. They're really on top of their business, and you like to do business with people who are on top of their business. All right, so I want to start by saying that. Now, my little journey with them was a couple years, maybe a year and a half ago or something. I got introduced to them. I think it was through Rockstar Flipper, and they were selling a Excel spreadsheet for resellers. And I've tried to program I'm using spreadsheets and I'm using different stuff. And I program a little bit, but I decided to check theirs out because it was being demonstrated on the screen. They had a 1 hour live in video with Rockstar Flipper and the two of them, and they explained how their spreadsheet worked, and they showed it, and it was pretty amazing. So I bought one. I think I paid 20 or 30 bucks for it. And the spreadsheet, which I still have a copy of, it's in fact it's here. Let's see, and here it is right here. So I'll show you a copy of the spreadsheet. In fact, on some other videos, you may have seen it before. Oh, I don't even my password. I gotta look up the password. It's password protected. All right, doesn't matter. But the spreadsheet was amazing. So you list all your inventory here. When you sold something, it went over to the sale category. Then you had a separate. You make your own little separate expense sheet. Expenses weren't necessarily put on there, but your sales, your shipping, your tax, all your stuff was put on this one spreadsheet and it automatically moved over. It was great, but the problem was you'd have to have spreadsheets for different years. If you did it by quarters, it'd be a pain in the spreadsheet. But I knew, without them saying anything, as soon as I got the spreadsheet, what they were planning on doing. They were planning on making a web-based form. So they sold enough of the spreadsheets, I guess, to get the money to start up the business. I mean, you want to do business with people that are that smart. Create a spreadsheet, use your reselling and accounting experience, throw it together, and do something like this. Fantastic. So I got in I love this spreadsheet so much. When they came out and said, we want some beta testers for our website, I jumped on it. I mean, it would, eventually would pay, but it would be free at the beginning just to go through the website and stuff like that. So I'm going through it. I load all my inventory in there from the spreadsheet in one shot. I'm going to take you to a place where it shows you the resources and how you can do different things. And it was like night and day. Compared to the spreadsheet was fantastic. This is great. All right. Then GoDaddy Bookkeeping came calling. Now, I told Paul and Faith that I would be sending them a link to this video when I create it. But they don't. They might know my name. They may know me from back then. I know I was one of the beta testers, but all of a sudden I just disappeared, and I feel bad because I think Faith emailed me, said, "Hey, where'd you go?" And I never answered. So GoDaddy Bookkeeping came knocking and offered me $30 for a year. And I learned my lesson about saving money on software. If you're making enough money, spend it. Spend it on the good stuff. I went to GoDaddy Bookkeeping because I had some stuff with GoDaddy back in the day, and they send me coupons. Hey, try GoDaddy Bookkeeping. I guess they were trying to get people over because people were leaving them, and that's why they're out of business right now. By the way, they're gone. So if you were on GoDaddy Bookkeeping a couple months ago, they sent a message to everyone, we're out of there. But we'll get to before even I get there. So I was there, and all I was doing every day when I was throwing my Amazon and all that stuff up there was disappointing myself. Just constantly, this sucks. It's horrible. It's bad. But I stuck with it. I knew I think I went back to them in June of last year. And then by September, I knew I made a mistake, right? But what I did was I stuck with them. I said, let me finish out this year for it because I don't think I'm going to be making enough money at the $20,000 per site to worry about doing a big tax liability thing. I was still using a spreadsheet at the same time. All right. So I wasn't concerned with a whole lot of stuff. I had the spreadsheet and I was using GoDaddy, but I always knew that on New Year's Day, I was coming back to My Reseller Genie. So since January 1st of this year, today is July 6th, for 6 months, I've been back with them straight. I've been on the $15 a month plan. To me, don't take this so they could charge more. Don't charge more, please. Don't charge more. But it's a fantastic program. I'm going to run through some of the basics with you. And that's it. So Paul and Faith, I just want to let you know that I disappeared. I didn't answer because I was a little bit embarrassed that I just left. I got suckered away with a $30 for the year coupon and didn't even use the whole year. And it wouldn't have mattered anyway because less than a year later, GoDaddy was poof. And GoDaddy, they're good. They have good websites and good domain names, kind of expensive. But other than that, All right, so let's talk about My Reseller Genie. All right, I want to first of all say, please give me a like, subscribe. I'm going to hit 1,000 subscribers, I guess, eventually. And when I do, I'm going to do something special for you guys. All right. So let's go down and let's start the first thing at pricing right off the top, because a lot of people show features first and then they show pricing. And you sit through all that. And I don't want you to sit through. If you think this is too expensive, then you could, after I show you this, cut the video and go keep writing your stuff down or using spreadsheets or whatever other way you're using. This, I promise you, will be one of the most, if you don't know about inventory tracking software and stuff, this will be very enlightening for you, the way this program runs. All right. So we're going to start. We'll go right to the pricing here. All right. They have 3 tiers. The other tier they just started a few weeks ago. I'm on the $14.99 a month tier. All right, I will be upgrading to the $19.99 a month tier, but here's all the stuff you can do. $10 a month will get you this. First of all, as soon as you sign in, you could take all your inventory and current inventory and sales that are on eBay and slide them right in. Just pop them in, just like that, instant. All right. They have fantastic resources and sheets and videos and step-by-step written directions on how to do all this stuff. And you can ask them any question you want about this. They will get to you. They will help. They'll walk you through this. This is their job now. I'm sure they're reselling or counting, but this is their thing. This is their baby. You can tell how much they love this. And I really like that about them. Import inventory and sales data from all other selling platforms. Now, when I did this, let's see, my Macari stuff. I think I did it by hand. Oh, when I started, I took my spreadsheet that they gave me and imported in here. That's what I did. So I didn't do inventory and sales from eBay and all that stuff. I did my spreadsheet and ran it over. Now, when I came back to my Reseller Genie, my inventory was still in there, my old stuff. So I had to have Paul erase it so I could import from the spreadsheet. All right. You can add unlimited sales platforms. I have almost every sales platform there, but you can just add, whatever sales platform you need. If you sold something on, if you sold something on the street, you could probably add that. You can add that in. Just, type in whatever you want to type in there. Manage, record inventory and sales in one location. That's what this is good for. That's the main thing that this is good for. Summarize cost of goods each month. You can track your sales tax, income tax estimator. It has an estimator of your income tax, what you would pay. It's a very, very rough estimate. Don't depend ever on that. Always see an accountant. I suggest when you're doing your taxes, because you have other deductions and other stuff that you probably, if you try to file taxes right off of this, that's dumb. You're gonna lose money. So always see an accountant. All right. Your total sales, your financial reports, all this stuff here. Now we're going to stop right here. Track your bank reconciliation, so you can put your bank information. I don't know if it's your bank information. I'd have to look into that, but you can put in your bank transactions from your business bank account in there. All right. Now for the $14.99 a month, you're going to add. You can itemize your other business expenses, and I suggest that everybody do. You have business expenses. You have. I buy paper. I buy printer cartridges. I buy paper. I buy boxes. All kinds of stuff. You put that in your expenses. It will deduct everything and show you your net profit, your gross profit. It shows you gross. It shows you everything that you want in there. All right. Sales analytics, profitability of item type, platform, and days listed. I myself don't really use it that much. Bank and PayPal integration. I don't integrate my bank account with this at all. I'm probably going to end up doing that when I ramp up after we move. By the way, I don't want to go off a tangent, but you see my shelving and stuff is gone behind me. We are moving in 3 or 4 weeks. I've packed everything up and basically limited the store to just a certain group of items that I have here and in the other bedroom. Just to keep a little bit of money rolling in, but major of my stuff is packed up in the closet outside, in boxes, ready to go. And when you see my sales sheet, you'll see my sales for. I started packing last month. My sales for June are almost nil, or whatever, because I haven't been selling anything. All right. Now for $19.99 a month. Now, when you auto import your initial sales, you have to go and import by hand your eBay sales. This has continuous eBay integration. That means when you sell on eBay, when you sell something, it will automatically put it in for you. That's exactly what that means. I'm sure they're going to find a way to get it on Poshmark. I don't know if it's possible going to get Facebook Marketplace, but maybe they might start integrating. These people are geniuses. All right, bulk sales, upload, and inventory matcher. You could read about that in the resources. I'm not sure what that's about. Wouldn't use that. But just for the $5 extra a month for the EDB integration, and that's after I move, after I get more inventory in, after I start listing. So when I start listing more stuff, what I may ask him to do is to I'm not going to ask him to do anything. I will talk to him about, I want to do eBay integration, but what about the stuff that's already in inventory, So I'll work that out with him, but I'm sure that I can go in and take out my inventory and put everything from eBay, because every single thing I sell except for 2 items goes on eBay. One's an OtterBox and one's an Apple silicone iPhone case. I cannot sell those on eBay. I will get jacked up. All right, so now we've talked about the pricing: $9.99 a month, $14.99 a month, $19.99 a month. This is what most of them are charging. Most of these other So charging $19.99 a month or more, and they're not really specific for resellers like this is. This is what GoDaddy was charging. GoDaddy didn't do this in as neat a way as these guys do. All right. So let's log in. Let's look at my My Reseller Genie. All right. So you can see here, January 2022. That's where I started. I came back in January. On January 1st, I planned it. New Year's Day, woke up in the morning. The very first thing was grab my cup of coffee. I came in here and signed back up for these guys. All right. And you can see here, so it'll show me total sales, $5,000 for the month of January. Total cost of goods, $1,300. I've not been doing my cost of goods correctly. I've been keeping expenses liquidation. I'll be changing that starting in September, changing the way that goes. So total cost of goods, $1,300. Total sales, $4,000. As you see, the number's been going down. $3,000 in total sales in February, $2,000 total sales. A little less than $2,000. This one was up. May was a decent month, and then June I just like I did $1,000 in sales, and I didn't think I did that much. You see, this is great because I could just enter the sales in and not worry about exact numbers right away if I'm not so worried about it. And $255 for the first 6 days of this month. In fact, it's going to be more. I got a couple sales I got to back up and stuff. I only have like less than 70 items in my eBay store right now, just to keep a little bit of money rolling in. Most of it's packed away. The rest of it, I can actually, while I'm moving, I'm not even going to take the eBay store down. I'm just going to take the computer, run it over to the other house, and if I can make a sale, get up on top of it and get it out of here. I don't want to take the eBay store down at all, not even on vacation. And then from my list perfectly, which I have everything listed, I can just throw everything back in really quick and easy. All right, so this is your management dashboard. It's an overview of your numbers. It shows you here, this is your inventory, numbers. Total inventory, tax income liability so far this year for me would be $1,400 if I pay taxes without doing any deductions right now. I kind of have figured that out, and I wouldn't be paying anything, hardly anything at all. All right, maybe $100. All right. So this will show you month by month. It's going back December here, but you saw December I was not a part of My Reseller Genie, but it just calculated back here. January, my sales, cost of goods, other cost of goods. This is stuff in the expense detail stuff here. Other business costs, $2,000. Now that's when I bought a couple cases of random liquidation, and I put it as an expense instead of putting it as a split cost of goods. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that styling right now. I'm probably going to go through it this year. I mean, if the IRS comes after me, I'll fix it around and give them a check for whatever, a couple $100 I got to give them. If it's that much, I ain't worried about it. I'm just talking crap. I don't know anything. I don't know what I'm talking about. And so this shows you month by month, your cost of goods, but mainly your sales. All that stuff I showed you up here, here it is in full numbers right here. All right, but it has other items here. Your cost of goods, other cost of goods, your gross profit, all right, minus your business costs equals your net profit. Now you can see my net profits because I've been spending a lot of money. Doing stuff. My net profits aren't that high, but for having never more than 320 items in my store, this isn't horrible. All right, but the amount of money I've spent, I've taken the money and put it back into the business. All right, this isn't horrible. So I planned in 2023, between the time I move, September and 2023, it's to 10 times. I want to have 3,000 items in the store, because if this gets up to $10,000 a month after profit, 10,000, 9,000, 8,000, even if this is 2,000, even if I have a slow month and I spend, say, I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna spend this. If this goes up 10 times, I'm not spending this 10 times. There's no way. But say these numbers go up 10 times. Say I do 10 times the inventory and it goes up 5 times. That's $5,000 a month. That's That's the type of money that you do, that you want to look at full-time reselling. So right now I'm very part-time with it, but you see this is a partial peek into, shows your estimated tax income liability, which grows, of course, as you sell with time. All right. Here's your sales. This is cool. All right. So I'm going to walk through a pretend sale right now. Before I walk through a pretend sale, this is inventory. Let's add an inventory item. I'm going to move my thing down here. All right. Item title. Super sponges. All right. Super sponges. Just name something. Department. That's not necessary. See the little asterisk? That's what you got to have. Department's not necessary, but we put up, look, this is the department that you could put in here for a thing, and we'll put that as a home. All right. Category, other, I don't know. Subcategory, it doesn't matter. Brand, super. All right. Location. Now I have shelf locations like A033. All right. So I have shelf locations. SKU, whatever you want here. Purchase price. How much should you pay for this? How much should I pay for the sponges? $2. I paid $2 for it. Platforms listed. This part, you can put in whatever you want. You can put all your platforms you listed here. I have listed perfectly, which tells me which platforms I listed. I don't need to double do that, but this is a good feature if you're not using List Perfectly, to put everything here. Any notes for you that you got it for it. Hey, I got at estate sale. If you want to put something there, I don't put anything here, but just as an example. Yeah. Now here's what you got to have: purchase date. Your purchase date is the date you got the item. So we're going to put down. And this is important, and we're going to come back to why it's kind of important. All right, January 1st, and your list date. Even though it's not an asterisk, you want to put down your list date there. So we'll put July 2nd, all right? And super sponges, and we're going to add it to inventory. Now, before I add, if I bought 10 packs of this, it will list it. It will automatically list it 10 separate times in inventory, all right? It'll take 10 times, $2 each, and add a cost of good of total of $20 to your whole inventory, and split it up 10 times, just to let you know. But we're just going to do one for now because I don't want to mess up. Now, we just added something to inventory, and just to see it, I'm going to click here, search for items, super sponges. There it is. When I click on it, there's everything. It's in my inventory. All right? That's a simple way of using it. If you want to delete something from inventory, there's your trash can and get rid of it. All right, let's move on here. Sales. These are the sales. It shows you by the year. My gross profit, $11,000. Current month, $172. That's my gross sales for the month of July 1st to July 6th. Current week, $97. Current day, $0. Current day, I have like $40 in sales I got to send out today. All right, but it shows you by that all time, which is going to be since the beginning of the year. But if this went on 5 years, it will show me it'll show you your sales all time that you started using My Reseller Genie. If you you can backdate it if you want, and get your stuff in there. All right, sell-through rate is the key. It's for inventory-based business. It tells you how much inventory you've moved during a period compared to how much you purchased. All right, so that's your sell-through rate. So current month, I have 125% sell-through rate. I've been getting stuff and selling it really fast. All right, sometimes same day. Current week, I don't think that's updated there yet. All right, and that's your sales. All right, I'm going to get to the sales, and here's my expense details. So you can see my expenses. I click here to do it in order from January 7th to go down. All right. So these are all my expenses for the year. I just click add, put what it is. If I refunded or if I did something, put down what it is, put a description, put the amount, and put the date. And then click add, and it adds it to here. And it actually you can come back up to, management, and it will add it. Sometimes it doesn't update immediately. Remember, you're dealing with a web server, so it probably takes a minute. But it'll put down here in other business costs. All right. So for the month of July, I've had 99 cents spent in expenses. All right. Next, we're going to quickly look at, all right, what reseller reports. Oh, if you want to run a physical report that you can print or look at on the screen. All right, this is your expense detail, your initial imports. If you're importing from Mercari, Poshmark, or eBay, this is where you would start to do it. All right. One final thing I want to do is the most important thing: report a sale. So what am I reporting? Super sponges. Super sponges. There we go. All right. So there's my super sponge. Now, there's my purchase price. I sold this for $20. The transaction fees were $4. My shipping cost was $4. All right. So what state did I sell to? I sold in Colorado. Sales tax was $1. That's not anything. That's the sales tax you paid. eBay and all these platforms are now collecting sales tax. You don't have to worry about it. I put it in anyway. All right. Sell platform. Look at Shopify, Craigslist, Etsy. Look at all of this. All right. You can put other here and then put notes, sales notes down here. But of course, I like to pick our number one, eBay. Sale date. Today is July 6th. Look at that, July 6th. All right. That's it. So you put the numbers in. You don't have to worry about calculating stuff. I'm going to click add. I just added a sale. Now watch what happens. Look at my gross profit for today. It's $10. All right. That's my gross profit for today, which adds to my current week. But we're going to go down to the sales for the week, and there it is, sales for the day. If I click on sales for the week and I go down here, it shows my couple of sales for the week. If I click on sales for the month, go down here, it'll show my sales for the month so far. And for the year, if I go down here, it'll start going through the whole year. You know, so that'll be quite a big scroll. All right. So current day, there it is, the sales. Let's look down here. Super sponges, home, other. The location I put it in. Let's scroll down a little further here. Purchase date 7/1, list date 7/2, sale date 7/6. Days on platform 4 days. Sale price $20. Purchase price $2. Shipping cost $4. Transaction fees $4. There's your 10 profit. 2 plus 4 plus 4 is 10 minus 20. I made $10 on it. Sold it to Colorado or whatever. I'm not liable to pay. Didn't put platforms listed, but I put the self platform which I sold it and my notes. That's it, guys. There's more to this program, but for the very basics of it, they made it so that when you're reading it, it's not complicated. And in all honesty, this is not an insult. It's very kindergartenish, which we need to be to show our numbers in a plain and simple way. All right, because accounting, I'm sure, as the Paul and Faith could tell you, is probably a very complicated thing. I love math. I don't want to do math when I'm dealing with this. I just want to put the numbers in and I want to sell. And that's the most important thing about My Reseller Genie, is it takes your concentration off of there's people who are writing in a book. Stop that. All right. Sign up for My Reseller Genie. The link below. You get 15% off your first month. Use DIY dollar bills in the coupon code when that comes up right before you pay put your payment information in capital letters. DIY dollar bills, get 15% off your first month. I'm telling you, it's fantastic. All right, try the $9.99 one. Upgrade if you want. You could go right to the $19 one and load your stuff in. Let's go to one of my favorite places to go to when I need some information. Resources. This is a resource. This is where you can get all the exact step-by-step information on how to set up your My Reseller Genie. All right, there's stuff in here. Upload your own spreadsheet. Okay, page walkthrough. There was a, oh, hold on a second here. Look, so daily workflow here. This is a daily workflow for My Reseller Genie. All right, submitting bug reports or suggestions. So it tells you, if I click on this, it takes you down here and shows you a picture, a screen. I mean, this is a step-by-step. Click here, click here, click here, click here, click here, click here. I mean, they wanted to make, they know that it could be complicated to do your own stuff. They wanted to make it as super easy as possible. And if you have any questions, I mean, you can just go and right there, just give them an email. They answer you. They always answer back. All right. If you email them at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure they're sleeping. You're not going to get it that quick. All right. Where did I see? There's something I wanted to see. Walk through videos, sales announced dashboard. Download Parchmark. Let me see. I know I saw. Daily workflow. Hold on. Management dashboard. All right. In here, there's a video, 2-minute video from Paul. I wanted to find it and play it, but you know what? I'm not going to do that. He's basically going to just introduce you to the software and stuff because, you know, he can talk a little better than I can. But basically, you can come in here and find it yourself. This, I'm telling you right now, you will not be disappointed. I promise you. If you start this and you upload, and it's, let me tell you something, everything you do that's new is complicated at first, but once you get used to it, now I was in the beta thing, and probably a little part of the reason I went to my GoDaddy was not just the money, but this was new. It was a little bit off-putting to me, which made it easy for me to run to something that was going to be 80% off or whatever, 75% off. It made it easy for me to do that, because if they came and said, we'll give you $10 off for the year, I would never have left. All right, I came right back to it because I had already started getting the feel of this program, and when I came back into it, I just emailed Paul and say, hey, Paul, I'm back. Faith, I'm back. Can you just erase my old inventory? I'm going to upload the spreadsheet that I got from you guys before, and we're just going to start again. And I went right to it. It took me all of 1 hour to get my business set up on here the way I wanted to. And I did that part of it with no help from them. I'm sure if they had helped me, I could have done it faster. But I got it set up in 1 hour. Boom, I was done. Once it was there, I was off. I was just loading my sales in there. And I did it January 1st, and you saw January, I was selling like crazy. I was selling. So I had to get it up on New Year's, I got in there New Year's Day. I think it was January 2nd when they erased my inventory, and that night I got my stuff up there, and I had a bunch of sales on New Year's Day and the day after, a whole bunch of them, and I loaded them up there. And every time I do a sale, I just showed you how I did it. All right, so guys, you know the link is below, and I hope you realize how good this can be for your business. All right. So I'm Gary D. This is DIY Dollar Bills. Hit me with a subscribe. Hit me with a like. I appreciate you. I know this video was a little ranty and a little bit long, but this is My Reseller Genie, and this is probably, of all the software I've ever shown you, the most important piece of software that you need for your business. And I don't think you're going to find anything out there for a reseller business that's better than this. I'm pretty sure about that. All right, guys. You guys have a good evening, and I will see you in the next video. If you don't hear from me soon, it's because I'm still moving, and I do have some other types of videos coming. All right, subscribe, like, peace.
When you need someone you to talk to, I will be there to give you help. Please change your mind, well, easy. Negativity is not an option when you need someone you can talk to.